Alright guys, I've had a request for some driving 101, how to separate different ships out into your fleet, and a little unknown thing called waypoints that you can use in battles. Right now I've got 5 Centurions in this. I've got a level 60 mine cleared out, all except for the Torp tower. 7 minutes and about 10 seconds left, so I'm going to do just a real quick video on how to drive, how to separate fleets. So let's just assume, use our imaginations here. Say I've got the first 2 ships are Rhinos, and the second 2 are, or the second 3, or the last 3 are Centurions. I am pressing, you can use your number keys. You know, if you look right here, it'll tell you which ship that you've got. If I use my number keys, there's number 1, there's number 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay? If I press the up arrow, all of them are selected. If I press the down arrow on my keyboard, they stop. Now if I press the right arrow, they go from 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can see that right here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. If I press the left arrow, it's just going to go backwards. 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so when I'm stacking my fleets in my dock, I always group my ships together. You know, if I have 2 Rhinos and 3 Centurions, I'm going to put the Rhinos in slots 1 and 2, Centurions in 3, 4, and 5. So all I have to do is press my keyboard, the right arrow on my keyboard that selects ship number 1. I move it, and I don't move my mouse. So that way ship 1 and 2 stack up. Okay, now if I click to move this ship and I move my mouse, then I'm going to start getting them unstacked. Okay, you've got to not move your mouse. So you click, right arrow, click in the exact same spot. So if I want to separate 2 Centurions out, I'm on Centurion number 1. I'm going to have that selected. I click, select my next ship, and click again. That way they will be stacked up, one right on top of the other, if you want them stacked. Okay, so that's how you separate ships out in the same fleet. It's a quick and easy way. I don't use the numbers because I sometimes hit the wrong number. It's easier for me to have my left hand on the up and down arrow. My ring finger is on the up arrow, my middle finger is on the down arrow, and my index finger of my left hand is on the right arrow. So all I have to do is just real quick, I know which finger to press. The other thing that talk about are waypoints. Now, I know you can't see my keyboard here, but I'm holding down. Let's say I want to move from here to here to here. Start moving, I want to come to this point, and then I want to come to this point and this point. I hold down the shift button on my keyboard, I'm holding down and I'm left clicking. That's the path the ships will follow. These are waypoints. Each green dot is a waypoint. The ships will go to that point and then turn and come to here, then turn and go to there. Now I can stop this if I press the down arrow. It erases the waypoints and stops your fleets. Okay? Or I can just say, well, I want you to come here. It erases the waypoints and does that. Okay? So when I do a 60, I come in from 3 o'clock. I kill this platform. I come down here, and these 2 turrets right here, I kill those before I advance. My ring is halfway in between the turrets, so it kills it before so it doesn't fire. And at that point, especially on a 60, because there's really nothing through here but buildings. I will come to, I hold down my shift button. Let me get him turned around and we'll stop him. Get to this, you know, I'm starting up through here. I hold down my shift button. I click here, 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 and I come right here. Come on. Oh, I've got too many here. I messed up on my clicks. I think you can only do 5. 1, 2, let's do there. Okay, I come right in this little groove right here so this torpedo tower can't fire at me. I know, you know, you may or may not use waypoints, but it's just a little trick you can use sometimes. Especially, I use it sometimes in raids if I want to circle my fleets out to get a better angle on a turret or another ship. It's a good way to make sure your ships go to a certain point before they turn and go to the next point. Okay, that's how you separate fleets, ships within a fleet, and that is how you use waypoints. Alright guys, I hope it helps.